So I'm going to be putting about 250 old style clasp nails in this floor. People with normal brains would probably install this reclaimed floor plank by plank, secure as they go. I don't like to do that. I like to visually see it, how it's going to look before I secure anything. It's just the way my brain works. I don't know where the joists are anymore because I've covered them up because I've got an ADHD autistic brain. However, I have left a little bit of space at the side. Here, I haven't put these boards in. That's just so I know where the joists are. I'm going to string a chalk line. That's going to tell me where the joist is. I've also written on the planks and on the skirting board where the pipes are. I'm not going to hit any pipes. I'm well prepared. Then I'm going to drill a pilot hole, which is just going to help me when I'm hammering the nails in. Drilling that little pilot hole will definitely help preserve these old planks. If you're just going in dry, bang, bang, bang with them old clasp nails, you're probably going to split the sides of the planks. Then I will start to sand the floor. I'll have a look, see what it looks like underneath. If there is a plank that needs to come out, I can take it out a lot easier than if I have just fired in loads of clasp nails. You just know that there's going to be one plank. It probably doesn't look right. It's probably going to have to come out. It's probably going to be this one. This one is much more red. It's got a bit more tone to it. I think this is pitch pine. This might be a bit of an unorthodox way to do it. I am an unorthodox guy. Oh, we've got a problem with this floor. Unfortunately, I think there's been a wall here at some point. So whoever's done it has had a guess of what type of timber to put in. We've got pitch pine here, which is 150 years old. Somebody's patched in with walnut. It's close, but yet so far.
Oh, by the way, I did a little experiment just to show you what will happen when we put finish on this. So I'm not being pedantic or OCD. It really will look rubbish.
And this is keeping me up at night. So I'm just going to take this out and I'm going to replace it with pitch pine parquet blocks, which are the same age. These are 150 years old, so they're quite hard to find, quite expensive to source. So you can spend a long time trying to find old blocks like this that are going to blend. The good news is we are not short of 150-year-old pitch pine parquet blocks. Now this corridor is getting carpeted. Shock horror. But before the carpet goes down and hides this beautiful ornate wooden floor, I'm going to use it as a donor, and I'm going to take these blocks out of here and I'm going to pop them in there where the walnut is, and it's just going to look so much better and I'll be able to sleep at night. There it is. Wowza. Thank you, sir.
This customer didn't even pay me for this job, and it wasn't even your average floor restoration. Oh no, I filled every single gap to eliminate drafts and just to keep the maintenance easy, and it looked like that before. There was paint all over it. It had never seen the light of day in its life. It was under the carpet, and it was quite hard work, to be honest with you. So what did I do wrong? Well, I'd say absolutely nothing. Each gap was filled thoroughly, and well, the floor needed new boards putting in. As you can see, that one was green there, so I got some reclaimed wood. I patched in. I made a lovely job of it, to say the least. I was actually really impressed with it. There was many rooms that needed repairs. I used 100-year-old wood to match their 100-year-old building. The edges were as tough as ever, and look at the result. It was absolutely banging. So why didn't I get paid on this job, guys? Look at what it was like before. Look at what it was like after. So why didn't I get paid? The truth is, it was for my auntie, and there's no way I could charge her. Now she's got some lovely floors upstairs, but oi, when you're a tradesman, friends and family will bankrupt you. It's nice to be nice.